Done.
Okay. Okay, so I think everyone is back. So I would just give you the summary of the information I have shared in the previous session. That Jolly Phonics is a wonderful program. It's an effective program, and the reasons behind the success of Jolly Phonics is first, through Jolly Phonics we are not just teaching 26 sounds, but we are teaching 42 sounds. Then it is a multi-sensory way of teaching where we have structured lesson plans which are engaging and fun-based activities. Then the most important part is the blending part. When we teach phonics in any other way, we never teach how to blend the sounds together. And without blending, it's not possible for the child to read. Just a minute. Sorry. Okay. So, sorry. Yeah. So let's see how it works. Okay. So what actually is Jolly Phonics? It is an integrated program that grows with the children. So at the age of 4, we start with Jolly Phonics, and as the child progresses, we have Jolly Grammar as the sequel. So after finishing Jolly Phonics, the child can take Jolly Grammar, okay, which has 6 levels. So for grade 1, we suggest Grammar 1. For grade 2, we suggest Grammar 2, and like on, okay. Now, these are the 5 basic skills of Jolly Phonics. So first is learning the letter sound, then comes learning the letter formation, then comes blending, then comes identifying sounds and words, which is segmenting, and the last part is the tricky word. Okay, now when I say that learning the letter sounds, so we have just discussed that if I have to teach the sound, I just don't have to go into the class and say A says A. No, I have to talk to them. And while interacting, I have to use the words which have the first sound, the initial sound, as the same sound which I have to teach. For example, I have to teach the sound of letter S. So I would talk to them where I put stress on all the words having s as the beginning sound. So I'm talking with the children so that unconsciously they are aware of the sound s. And then I tell them a story, and then I start a rhyme where I teach the action for the letter S. Okay, so this is how the child is going to learn the sound. The child will not remember if you simply say S says S. The child is not going to remember. You're talking and you're emphasizing on the words starting with the sound S. Okay. Then you are telling an entire story. The child is enjoying the story, and again, unconsciously, he's listening. And then you are playing with the child. You are doing an activity. You are playing games with the child, and you are teaching a rhyme where again he is just listening again and again. The snake is in the grass. The snake is in the grass. So unconsciously he is learning the letter sound. So first step is learning the letter sound. Then we give them the worksheet to practice letter S. But it is not necessary always to use paper and pencil for letter formation. Can you all tell me what are the different ways to work on their fine motor skills and to enable them to form the letter correctly without the use of paper and pencil?
Ma'am, through tracing, sand tracing.
Yes. And
Through
clay, sand tracing. They can trace in the salt, they can trace in sand, they can trace in rice, any cereals
Yes.
they can trace. They can just form in the air.
Yes.
Sometimes you can give them sketch pens, sometimes you can give them markers, crayon,
Yes, ma'am.
paint brushes, fingers. They can dip their fingers
Yes, ma'am.
in watercolor. You know, you can give them bindis. They can make a shape by sticking bindis. There are so many methods. Buttons they can arrange in the form of S. Yes, please give your ideas. You all are primary teachers, mothers.
They can use wool. They can use wool.
Yes,
They can use stones.
yes. What else?
Stamping.
Yes. Okay, so when it is letter formation, do not try to introduce the letter only by the use of pencil. Okay, you have to be creative. The child should enjoy that activity. Letter formation should not be a burden to them. They should enjoy. And for that reason, they should be given different things. You cannot repeat the same thing every time. If you are just even you are doing activity, but then activity also needs to be changed every time. The child will not enjoy the same activity. Okay, so the second step, which is letter formation. Now, here, as a teacher, I have to face many challenges. When you come to letter formation, you must have experienced that parents, they are very fussy about the handwriting of the child. Okay, my child is not able to write as properly in the 4 lines. So you have to make the parent first understand that my major concern is knowing him or recognizing him the letter rather than expecting a beautiful handwriting. The concept that this sound is because this letter gives this sound. Their basic understanding should be when I am writing letter S, I have to say what? This is the basic understanding I want to give to the child. This is the basic purpose of making my child write the letter S. When he's writing the letter S, when he's forming this shape, it is to connect with the sound which I have taught. Sound. So making the connection between the sound and the letter is very important. For the child, our main focus, you have to explain it to the parent that my focus is to make that connection. When you write S, you have to speak S. Even if the child can write beautifully S, but he doesn't know the sound, then what is the use? Okay, so you have to make the parents aware that initially you should first put emphasis on the sound. Phonemic awareness. Whenever I hear S, I am able to write S or not. Can I recognize that this letter is giving sound? This is my primary objective. Okay. Then comes the blending part. So today, if I've done one letter, tomorrow I will take another letter. But after that, I will not take the third letter, but I will blend the 2 letters together. Okay. Now, if I take S and A, so what are the combinations?
As.
And we are not forming words. I'm talking about the combinations which are possible. What 2 letters bring together? सा, है ना, ये मात्रा है। जैसे क पे आ की मात्रा तो हम बोल रहे ना का, लेकिन हम का सिखा रहे हैं ना, ऐसा तो नहीं हम डायरेक्ट काम वर्ड सिखा रहे हैं, हम पहले का सिखा के फिर काम वर्ड पे जाएंगे ना। तो का, तो यहाँ पे एस और ए है तो क्या बनेगा, सा। ये हमें सिखाना है। सा नहीं पढ़ना आएगा तो वो सैट नहीं पढ़ पाएगा। ओके, तो सा। ओके, तो इसके लिए आई विल मेक वन फ्लैश कार्ड ऑफ लेटर एस, वन फ्लैश कार्ड ऑफ लेटर ए। आई विल ब्रिंग देम टुगेदर ग्रेजुअली, धीरे 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 धीरे, आ। फिर मैं दो को हटा दूंगी और एक ले आऊंगी सा, है ना। पहले मेरे पास दो फ्लैश कार्ड है, आप बच्चों के सामने कैसे करोगे, आ आ आ आ, मैजिक हो गया, एक ही है सा। ओके, तो अब सा, यू कैन हैव द गेम। अभी अगेन हमको बच्चों के लेवल पे सोचना है, वी हैव टू थिंक फ्रॉम देयर पर्सपेक्टिव। अभी हमने बता दिया तो ऐसा नहीं उनको याद हो गया, वी हैव टू डू रिपीटेशन। We can make them sit in a circle. We can play music and play the pass the puzzle game where they are passing this flashcard of sa. Okay. So every time I get this, I have to say sa, 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 sa. You're playing the game, but unconsciously, subconsciously, they are learning sa. It is also going to their visual memory. They are seeing it. मैंने क्या बोला, बच्चे अलग अलग तरह के लर्नर्स होते हैं, काइनेस्थेटिक, विजुअल एंड ऑडिटरी। जो काइनेस्थेटिक है वो गेम से समझ रहा है, जो विजुअल है वो उस फ्लैश कार्ड को देख के उसके ऊपर क्या लिखा है उससे समझ रहा है, और जो ऑडियो लर्नर है वो आप जब बोल रहे हो सा सा सा, वो उससे सीख रहा है। सो यू आर डूइंग ऑल दीज थिंग्स टुगेदर सो दैट आपकी क्लास के हर बच्चे को समझ में आए। एंड ऐसा भी नहीं है कि जो काइनेस्थेटिक लर्नर है वो टोटली काइनेस्थेटिक होता है, परसेंटेज उसका काइनेस्थेटिक का ज्यादा होगा, लेकिन उसको परसेंटेज ऑफ ऑडियो एंड परसेंटेज ऑफ विजुअल भी रहता है। तो व्हेन यू टेक 3 एक्टिविटीज यू बिकम 100% श्योर कि हर बच्चा कंप्लीटली ठीक है। सो दिस इज द थर्ड पार्ट विच इज ब्लेंडिंग। देन कम्स व्हाट इज आइडेंटिफिकेशन, identifying sounds. What is that? Any guesses?
Finding sounds in words like set,
Fourth point is segmenting, जो ब्लेंडिंग का रिवर्स है। ब्लेंडिंग मतलब दो साउंड्स को हमने पास में लेके आके उसको रीड किया। अब जो हमने रीड किया अगर मैं उसे वापस से रिटन फॉर्म में ले आऊंगी तो वो सेगमेंटिंग है। ठीक है, तो जब मैंने बोला दैट इज अ साउंड और मैंने लिखा एस, तो दैट इज सेगमेंटिंग या दैट इज द आइडेंटिफिकेशन ऑफ साउंड। तो मैंने ए लिखा। सो इट इज कोडिंग एंड decoding. आपने सुना होगा decodable readers. What are decodable readers? Decodable readers, what are those? What are those?
Ma'am, they break and they read.
Decodable readers वो बुक्स होती हैं जिन बुक्स को बच्चे इजीली रीड कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि उसमें सारे वही साउंड्स होंगे जो बच्चे को आते हैं। तो वो बच्चे डिकोड करते हैं, यानी कि जो वर्ड लिखा हुआ है उस एस का डिकोड है ना, तो डिकोड किया एस को, तो उल्टा हो गया कोडिंग। यानी जब मैं बोल रही हूं तो मैं कोडिंग कर रही हूँ, सॉरी डिकोडिंग कर रही हूँ, और जब मैं एस लिख रही हूँ तो मैं कोडिंग कर रही हूँ। तो राइटिंग इज कोडिंग, रीडिंग इज डिकोडिंग, है ना। फोर्थ पॉइंट जो है वो कोडिंग है, जहां पे बच्चा लिख रहा है तो वो कोड बना रहा है ना, कि एस साउंड का एक कोड है, एस सॉरी साउंड का कोड है एस, आ साउंड का कोड है ए, साउंड का कोड है टी। तो इसलिए हम इसे बोलते हैं कोडिंग। और डिकोडेबल रीडर्स यानी कि उस कोड को हमने तोड़ा, है ना, कोड को हमने तोड़ा कि एस को फिर से हम ले आए, ए को, ए है तो हमें क्या बोलना है, आ, टी है तो हमें बोलना क्या है, अभी हम इस पे भी बात करेंगे कि हम ट नहीं बोलते, ठीक है, सॉफ्ट एंड हार्ड साइड। तो दिस इज द फोर्थ पॉइंट। तो हमारा बच्चा जो भी साउंड सीख रहा है उसको डिकोड करना आ रहा है, कोडिंग और डिकोडिंग उसको आ रही है, यानी रीडिंग भी आ रही है और राइटिंग भी आ रही है। ये कनेक्शन बिटवीन द लेटर एंड द साउंड, दिस इज द कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी ऑफ इंग्लिश, दैट लेटर नेम इज डिफरेंट एंड लेटर साउंड इज डिफरेंट। जबकि हिंदी में एक ही है, जो नाम है वही आवाज है, स है तो वो स ही है, लिखना भी स है, बोलना भी स है। बट इंग्लिश में ऐसा नहीं है ना, लिख हम एस रहे हैं, बोल हम स रहे हैं। तो लेटर नेम एंड लेटर साउंड, ओके। तो ब्लेंडिंग इज रीडिंग, रीडिंग इज डिकोडिंग, राइटिंग इज कोडिंग, converting the sound into the letter is coding, and taking out the sound back is decoding, okay. Ab, even after teaching blending and segmenting, when I give the book to the child, he is not able to read all of the words. Why he is not able to read all of the words?
Ma'am, because like you said, chips. So there is a letter CH, but somewhere we read it ch, somewhere we read it kh.
नहीं, जॉली फोनिक्स में तो ऐसा नहीं है ना, जब हम उनको ये साउंड्स कराएंगे तो हम च भी सिखाएंगे, तो चिप्स तो बच्चा पढ़ लेगा। कौन सा ऐसा वर्ड पढ़ पाएगा, कौन सा ऐसा वर्ड है जो बच्चा नहीं पढ़ पाएगा?
वर्ड केमिस्ट CH.
हाँ, तो हम ऐसे वर्ड्स जो हमने 42 साउंड्स में नहीं कराए, इफ वी हैव नॉट टेकन दो साउंड्स इन 42 साउंड्स, वी कॉल देम ट्रिकी वर्ड्स, okay. So the fifth point is tricky word. So if I want my child to read books, I will teach 42 sounds and tricky words. Unfortunately, tricky words have to be memorized. That is total rote learning. But at least 80% words, the child does not have to do the rote learning, and only for 20% the child has to, or sometimes even just even 10%. Other words from the book are decodable. So he doesn't have to know that word, है ना। ऐसा नहीं है कि बच्चे ने अगर वो वर्ड पहले कभी नहीं पढ़ा तो वो पढ़ नहीं पाएगा। फॉर एन एग्जाम्पल, चिप्स ही ले लो। अगर बच्चे ने, आपने बच्चे को चिप्स की स्पेलिंग नहीं बताई है, लेकिन उसे पता है कि ये च है, ये ई है, ये फ है, ये स है, द चाइल्ड विल रीड चिप्स। तो दैट इज decoding, है ना। For that the child has the child does not have to do the rote learning, CHIPS CHIPS CHIPS। या मैं जब चिप्स बोलूं तो बच्चा बोले अरे मैं कैसे लिखूं, मुझे तो नहीं बताया किसी ने क्या होता है, क्या है ना। बच्चा क्या करे, च, ओके मुझे आता है च लिखना, ई मुझे आता है, फ मुझे आता है, स मुझे आता है। तो चिप्स नहीं सिखाया, बट उसे च ई प सब पता था, इसलिए उसने लिख लिया। सो दैट इज डिकोडिंग। तो मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द वर्ड्स तो उसे लर्न करने की जरूरत नहीं है ना, ही जस्ट हैव टू अप्लाई द फॉर्मूला, ओनली द ट्रिकी वर्ड्स ही हैज टू रिमेंबर, बट I have to teach those, otherwise I cannot expect the child to read all the words from the book. So when I'm teaching Jolly Phonics, I'm not just teaching the words which are phonic based, but I'm also taking the words which are not phonic based. So this way, when I teach both of them, then only my child can read every word. Got it? Any questions still here? I can see some other names also on the screen. Charul, can you just tell about yourself? Can you just turn on your video? Hello, yes. You are on mute, Charul. You have to unmute.
I'm audible.
Yes, now you're.
Mm. Myself, Charul Behen from Racoons Public School, working as a playgroup nursery teacher, playgroup teacher.
Okay. So, do you have any idea about Jolly Phonics?
No, I'm listening to it actually.
Okay, it's new to you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You have not attended the last session, right?
No, ma'am. Actually, at that time, I was on doctor clinic.
No problem. I'll share that recording. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, in Jolly Phonics, children learn in a fun, multi-sensory way using stories and actions. Okay. Now, these are the 42 sounds. Okay. So, let's try what sounds are these. So, who will try? Letter S. What will be the sound? Letter A.
Ah.
T. Okay. Letter I.
E.
Letter P.
Oh,
Letter N.
no.
Hmm.
Okay, now we have to do an activity. You all have to type words in the chat. ठीक है आपको chat box में words type करने हैं and you only have 6 sounds with you. What are those 6 sounds? The sounds of letter A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, F. 6 sounds I'm giving you. Sounds, okay, not letters. A, B, K, D, E, F. What words you can make? Please write in the chat box. Yes, bed. Divya has written bed. Fed, bad, cab, very good. Fed, yes. Oh, dad, okay. Cab, okay. Cab, okay. Now, these are the few words which can be made with A, B, C, D. B word will not be there. Divya, B, double E. It's E sound which we have not taken. The sound which we have taken is only E, as in bed. Okay? Not B. Okay? Now, the second task which I'm giving you, now you have to write the words which have S-A-T-I-P-N. The sounds S-A-T-I-P and N. Now tell me how many words you can make. Sit, pin, sad, pin, pan. Please mute yourself. Sin, tin. Oh my God, they are endless. Tap. So, can you make any 4-letter or 5-letter word from these sounds? At, eep. Can you make? Yes, satin. And? No, past cannot be made. Paint cannot be made. A, paint. We have not done that sound. Okay. Ah, it's ah. So past cannot be made. But we can make span. We can make spin. Yes. Ants. Pants. So more than 30 words can be made. Okay. So when your parent asks you, when you teach Jolly Phonics, that why you are not teaching A, B, C, D, E, F, why you're not taking that sequence, you can always do this and then you don't have to explain why. Okay. So this is one of the challenge when you start with Jolly Phonics. Parents say, why SATIP and why not A, B, C, D, E, F? So don't tell anything. Ask them to do this activity and they will get their answers on their own. Okay. Also, you can tell them that you can ask them, what is the use of A, B, C, D, E, F? What is the use of the sequence? When you read, is it in sequence? When you read anything? Does everything comes in sequence? No. Then what is the use? The use is only for the dictionary. But my child doesn't know reading, then what is the use of dictionary? You know? So this is how you can answer for the queries of the parents. Okay. So s, a, t, I, p, n, k, e, r, m, d, g, o, a, l, f, b. Okay. Now, first three groups, you will see that there is no combination. They all are single letter. तो वो A to Z वाले ही sounds हैं, abacadabra वाले ही sounds हैं, वहां पे इतनी difficulty नहीं होगी. But as you see, group 4, what you will see, there is a combination. When A and I are coming together, ah and I becomes A. Okay. Okay. So A, J is J. Okay. O and A makes O sound. Okay. I and E makes I sound. Double E makes E sound. OR makes OR sound. Z जो सिंगल लेटर है और स्पेशली कॉन्सोनेंट्स में कोई कंफ्यूजन नहीं है. Z is Z, W is W, NG is ng, V is V. मैं अभी सिर्फ आपको इंट्रोड्यूस करा रही हूँ. वी विल बी लर्निंग ऑल दीज थ्रू राइम्स एंड एक्शंस. ओके. ओ एंड ऊ है ना, छोटा ऊ और बड़ा ऊ, लिटिल ऊ एंड लॉन्ग ऊ. य, क्स, च, श, v, क्व, आओ, ओए, यू, आर. सो दीज आर, मतलब मैं आपको सिर्फ सिलेबस बता रही हूँ कि फोनिक्स फर्स्ट लेवल में हमें कराना क्या है. वी हैव टू टीच दीज 42 साउंड. बट जैसा मैंने आपको बोला, सिर्फ ये नहीं कराना है. जैसे अभी हमने क्या किया कि हमने जब फर्स्ट ग्रुप के लेटर्स से क्या क्या साउंड्स में हमने इतने सारे वर्ड्स किए, तो हमें वो सारे वर्ड्स भी कराने हैं बच्चों को. सो आपने जस्ट 6 साउंड से आपने मोर देन 30 वर्ड्स बच्चों को कराने हैं. फिर जैसे आपने नेक्स्ट ग्रुप लिया तो और कितने सारे वर्ड्स बन जाएंगे. जैसे आपने और ग्रुप लिया तो और कितने सारे. तो बाय द एंड ऑफ दिस 42 साउंड्स द चाइल्ड विल हैव अ स्ट्रॉन्ग वोकैबुलरी. अगर एक ग्रुप से 30 वर्ड्स बन सकते तो 7 ग्रुप से कितने सारे वर्ड्स बन सकते हैं. तो एट द एंड जब बच्चा 7 ग्रुप्स फिनिश करेगा, he will be able to read so many words. और the best part is कि ऐसा नहीं है कि वो 2 लेटर या 3 लेटर वर्ड रीड कर रहे हैं. जनरली हम क्या एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं एलकेजी में, 3 लेटर वर्ड, 2 लेटर वर्ड, फैमिली वर्ड. यहाँ पे ऐसा कोई सिस्टम नहीं है. अगर साउंड आती है तो 4 लेटर भी पढ़ेगा, 5 लेटर भी पढ़ेगा. गॉट इट? एनी डाउट स्टिल हियर? Okay, so we are again taking, yes,
Why
anybody?
is Q not a sound?
Sorry?
Q alone, the letter Q, has no sound.
No, Q never comes alone. It always is followed by U and they both make Q sound, KW. Q will never come alone. It will always be followed by U and QU makes Q sound. That's why it's a digraph. Okay, Q. Okay. So I want you all to download Jolly Phonics lesson app on your mobile. Okay.
Sorry, ma'am. Jolly Phonics
lesson app. I'll just
lesson. Okay, thank you.
type here Jolly Phonics lesson app. You have to download this on your Android phone. Okay. On iPhone, it is chargeable. On Android, this one. Okay. So it will be free only on Android, not on iPhone. On iPhone, it is chargeable. When you download this, let me know. Yes. So here you will find the entire lesson plan which I was talking about. What you will find is all the stories, okay? Rhymes, actions, worksheet, everything is there for all 42 sounds, okay?
Can you please repeat again Jolly Phonics?
Lesson app.
Is it this one?
I can't see. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. So tomorrow when we will take every sound, we will again discuss what stories are there. Okay. But this is the link I will share, the rhyme which I'm now going to play. Okay. The link I will share with you all. So with this, you can learn the actions. आपको stories याद करने की जरूरत नहीं है ना, आपको एक्शंस याद करने हैं, और बच्चे को भी हमें सिर्फ साउंड्स और एक्शंस याद कराने हैं, उनको राइम्स नहीं रटानी है, उन्हें स्टोरीज नहीं रटानी है. वी जस्ट हैव टू टीच. एस लिखा है तो दिस द चाइल्ड शुड नो. ओके, सो प्लीज डू द एक्शंस.
The snake is in the grass. The snake is in the grass. The snake is in the grass. Ah, ah, ants on my arm. Ah, ah, ants on my arm. Ah, ah, ants on my arm. They're causing me alarm.
Ah.
When I watch the tennis game, when I watch the tennis game, my head goes back and forth. Inky the mouse is my pet. She spilled the ink and got wet. The ink is spread all over the desk. Inky's wet. Puff out the candles on the pink, pink cake. Puff, 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 puff. Puff out the candles on the pink, pink cake. Puff, puff, puff.
Puff, puff.
Hear the airplane, hear the airplane, hear the airplane, making lots of noise. We are clicking castanets. We are clicking castanets. We are clicking castanets. Clicking castanets. We are clicking castanets. Kites are flying in the sky. Kites are flying in the sky.
Okay, in Jolly Phonic, it's only k. Okay, C also gives k and K also gives k sound. So this is clicking castanets. The action is same in Jolly Phonics, but what I found is children learn quickly when I do this for K. Okay, so that gives them a clue that I have to write K and not C. Okay.
Kites are flying in the sky, flying in the sky. Kites are flying in the sky. Eggs in the pan, eggs in the pan, eggs in the pan, crack the egg like this, I like to hop, 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 up and
So the children will hop, and when they'll get tired after hopping, they'll say, okay.
down. I like to hop, hop, hop all around. I like to hop, hop, hop up and down. See my puppy rip the rag, See my puppy rip the rag when he pulls so hard. The mom and the dad make many meals. The mom and the dad make many meals for their hungry children.
You have to rub your tummies.
See me play on my drum. Playing drums is lots of fun with a da 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 da. See me play upon my drum.
Da, 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 da.
The water gurgles down the drain. The water gurgles down the drain. The water gurgles down the drain with a g g g g g.
G. Now, what all words you can make with first and second group? So SATIPN, we have already done. Okay, now you have additional CKEHRM and D. This is our second group. Okay, CKEH, no, K cannot be made. SATIPN, we have already taken. So you have 12 letter sounds. Her we cannot make. आपको साउंड्स चेक करनी है. जब हम हर बोल रहे हैं तो ह के साथ अर साउंड है. अर साउंड हमने नहीं किया है. ओके, रेड यू कैन. Hen, yes. So total 12 sounds you have. S, at, eep, n, k, e, r, m, d. Den, men, yes. Had. Okay, so this is your homework for today. Tomorrow we'll meet at the same time. And we will start from group 1 again.